Good morning, guys. Just wanted to do a quick video on how I ship fish to everybody throughout the country and internationally. So we do ship to Canada quite regularly, a few times a month as well. But this is just a process of how I like to ship my fish. I have great success at it. I know there's other ways to do it, and I'm sure people have differing opinions. But I ship out hundreds of boxes a month. And this seems to work the best for me. Been doing it for 5+ years now, so a few boxes under my belt in the process of it. The biggest thing is have you a bucket of water that you have aerated off. It's not fresh out of the well or out of the tap. I have hundreds of gallons of water, probably close to 1,000 gallons of water in the building that's bubbled off, ready for shipments, water changes, what have you. For this process, just mixing up a 5-gallon bucket of water here, and here's the ingredients I put in it. Chem safe. This product works great. Neutralizes ammonia, nitrates, and nitrites in the process of it. So we definitely use this. Per 5-gallon bucket, I like to put in a quarter teaspoon. I'm sorry, make that 2 quarter teaspoons, so that'd be a half a teaspoon per 5 gallons. We always add salt. I add about 1/8 cup of salt to the mix. Helps with respiration, helps the slime coat. So we always add salt to it. And if we were shipping fish today, which I'm not, I'm shipping crayfish, 2 different species. If it was fish, I always use tranquilizer in the bag. That way, keeps them calm, slows down their breathing, slows down the respiratory system, so they're not putting as much ammonia into the water through their gills. So always a little bit of tranquilizer in the water really helps them. I use this product as well when I'm shipping fish. It's nitrofuracin green. Helps with gill burns. It's got a broad spectrum antibiotic in it. I don't use it for food fish. Just tropical, so it just helps in the shipping process for them to get to you alive and healthy. We also use heat packs, 20-hour heat packs for express shipments, overnight, next day stuff. 72-hour heat packs. I've already opened this guy up, so it starts getting warm. But 72-hour for USPS priority mail. They're fairly good sized heat packs. They last 3 days. You don't want to get them wet because then they don't work. So basically, once we get the water mixed up, I have a little 1-gallon bucket here that I use. I'm shipping crayfish today. That's double bagged. That way, it helps when the crayfish do bite the bags. It doesn't puncture it. Double bags are typically fine. Little measuring cup here, just to scoop in some water. Straight into the bag. 3 cups of water. 1.5 cups each. So typically I use 2. And then, appropriate size net for appropriate size bags that you're working with. Bigger nets, I've got bigger ones than these. And I've got smaller than these. I really like this one. Fits great in the bags that I use. So I've got Australian red claws in here. There's stuff out of the way. Here's my Australian red claws. I've got some hornwort in here. Gives them something to munch on in the process of being shipped, and gives them something to hide in. Helps with just helps with the stress level. So basically, what I do is I'll take this little bit of water, pour it into the net with the crayfish in it, and then put them into the bag. So. Into the bag they go. Down to the bottom. Crayfish like to bite the net, so. There's a little bit of water in there, 5 crayfish and some hornwort. So basically now what we'll do is we'll just crunch up the top of the bag. You can see there's air in there. We want to get the air out because it's only 21% oxygen in the bag right now. So we want to take that out. We squeeze it all the way out to the water. Open at the top here. We'll put in 100% oxygen. I run 3 oxygen tanks. 100% oxygen in them. We'll just blow them up. This guy here to the boxes in a minute. I've got to make sure that it fits inside the box, that I don't put too much air in it. You get the heat pack that's going to go on top of them. So once you figure out the proper height, twist it off, bend it over, and then you just wrap your rubber band around the top of it, many times as you can. There's you a little bag of crayfish then. Set that on the side. Do the exact same process again, double back. 3 cups of water again. Here's some Florida brown abalone crayfish. These are going out to a research facility that wants to do some sort of research projects on crayfish and their growth. So that's why they're only getting 5 each of the different kinds. And they said they would share the results once they got them in. So I was more than happy to ship them 5 crayfish. Same deal, and put it in that. Get all the air out of it. Same process because both these bags are going in here, so I want to make sure they fit and won't over-inflate them. Twist it up, bend it over, and rubber band the top of it. The bag doesn't have to be super tight. I like leaving some slack in my bag so they move around and they form a little bit better in the box and around each other. For personal preference, some people like to blow them up extremely tight. I don't like a little bit of room. So, and let's talk about boxes a little bit here. So these are the boxes I use. A lot of my shipments go out in this size box. I have to write live fish, keep warm on them because they're not made for the tropical fish industry. So I write it on all my boxes. You don't want to ship a box without it written on it. Because if you're shipping out UPS or USPS, FedEx, if it has live fish written on the box, they handle them differently. They're not ran through the sorters. They're handled actually by a human being. And they handle them with care a lot better. If you don't have nothing written on the box, they just think it's another partial. It's ran through the automated systems and their sorters, and they're handled a lot rougher. So always, always, always write live fish on the box. I've read on groups and forums, they don't put it on there because they don't want the box to get returned to them and rejected. I ship out hundreds of boxes a month, and they all have live fish written on them. I don't ship out a box at all that doesn't have it. I've got to handwrite these. These boxes here are made for the tropical fish industry. Live fish keep warm when it's closed. You obviously know what's in here. All these boxes, lids, with insulated coolers in it. Helps keep them warm in the winter, helps keep them cool in the summer. This time of year we're shipping with heat packs. During the summers, we ship with ice packs. So all my stuff goes out in insulated coolers. 100% of it. And that's, that plays a role in the cost and the shipping cost. So these boxes are expensive and they do cost me money, but you get a lot better product when it shows up at your house if they're shipped inside the boxes. So, it's the same with this little guy too, here as well. One piece, and I would say probably 3/4 to 1 inch thick. And then you have a lid that interlocks around the top of it. And you just go straight on top of it. And then the cardboard closes around it. So basically what we'll do now, we'll take our bags of crayfish and set them inside. They fit in the box. And we'll take the lid. Inside of the lid, we'll pull off a piece of tape. Take our 72-hour heat pack that I opened up earlier to make sure that it gets warm, because sometimes they don't work. So you want to open them up ahead of time to make sure that they are starting to get warm. It takes a little bit longer with the 72-hour heat packs. I just lay it on top, take it to the top of the lid. Just like that. And then it sits right on top of the crayfish, on top of the bags, so it's heating the air up in the bags versus the water and the bags. So I put it on top, and that's the extent of it. You can close it up. Once I got the box closed up, I always write live fish, keep warm on the top. And then the packing label goes on there. I haven't printed it out yet. I got to weigh the box to get the proper weight. But that's the extent of it. You guys, I can't stress enough. Make sure you put live fish on your boxes. It's a big misconception in the industry, not putting it on your boxes. You want it on there, so they're handled differently. Like I said, this is going out USPS priority mail. It's a 2-day service, so they will have it in 3 days if you include today. All the product inside will be fine with the 72-hour heat pack. That's what to expect when you buy from me, or if you're going to ship fish, as a hobby or what have you. I hope this video helps.